Hey Boo, I got a question for you. Did anyone ever tell you sometimes you're a savage? You like literally do not care too much what we do. Also Boo, what do you want to say to the audience out here? Nothing? Oh. She's too camera shy, you guys. She doesn't like speaking at all. What is going on, Menham family? Hopefully you guys are on an awesome day. Take a look at this real quick. Take a moment and read that whole thing. This message from Brian, you guys, still every day kind of actually puts a smile on my face. I really appreciate this message he gives me. Absolutely a wonderful message that he actually wrote to me, you guys. It's hard to believe I've had this message for so long now, but at the same time though, it really is incredible that it's been that long, and yet he still has this love for wildlife just like I do. So yeah, if you guys want to take a moment to read that, feel free to pause this video and take a good look at what he wrote to me there. Absolutely awesome. So for those of you guys that have been following me on my channel, you guys may not know this, but I've had Instagram for the last several years now, and I follow almost every reptile, you know, conservationist or reptile keeper that's just like me out there on Instagram, everybody. But there are a couple out there that I don't follow, but that's because I have something to share with you guys about something real quick, and I'm going to discuss with you guys with one of those couple that I don't follow, or at least I used to follow. So with that being said, you guys probably read the title already of today's vlog, so there's really no point of like keeping it suspenseful for you guys, so I figure we'll go ahead and just discuss it with you all. But before we do that real quick, you guys, if you guys have just joined this video, you guys, and are not subscribed, make sure to like and subscribe for me, you guys, and turn on that notification bell too, you guys, so you can stay notified for every video that I post every Monday and Wednesday. So let's just go ahead and just get it over with, people. So Jay Brewer from Prehistoric Pets, you guys, has been breeding but also has been working with reptiles for almost as long as my good friend Brian has. But with that being said though, Jay kind of does things with his animals slightly different than what Brian does. Now, when I've actually seen some of Prehistoric Pets' content, it's somewhat a bit of a controversy here, everybody, because when he's actually just starting to show like the due dates for some of the python eggs that he has cut open, he kind of actually takes some of the babies out of the egg for a closer look at what the baby would look like. But I feel like some people are wondering, a lot of people have asked him why he's been doing that, you know, and sometimes I question myself that too, you know, but I mean, I guess there are a couple of other snake breeders that probably do this too as well, so I guess I shouldn't really just criticize Jay for that one, you guys. There are other pet tubers that do that too, so, and with that being said, I think we're gonna go ahead and actually just take a look at some other stuff that Prehistoric Pets has been doing for the last few years. So before I get into like the videos I want to actually take a look at that were made by Prehistoric Pets, you guys, I'm not trying to say Jay is a complete bad person out there, everybody, but I feel like there's just a few things that I think he is kind of getting out of hand with just a hair. And if he is watching this, I'm not trying to say you're a bad guy at all. I just think there's a few things maybe he could take just one little step down from, I guess. But with that being said though, I'm gonna go ahead and just take a look at some of the few things that he could try and take a step down from. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and just examine this.
Okay, Tim, what the heck is this? Oh, world's first right there, I guarantee you. That's,
Okay, so this is the first step right here, you guys, that I just showed you guys the intro. It shows him cutting a clutch of reticulated python eggs open, and apparently when he cuts the egg open, the baby is fully developed, but with that being said though, the baby hasn't picked out of the egg yet. But then again though, sometimes when you do have a clutch of eggs, you know, that's due to hatch, I guess sometimes cutting, you know, the tip of the eggshell open, you know, kind of does seem to help the chances of a baby's survival, actually of pipping out the eggs, seems to be more greater. But I think what Jay kind of did here was kind of maybe took it an overstep there a bit, and kind of actually not only did he cut the egg open, but he also pulled, you can tell he pulls one of the babies out of the egg to show what it looks like completely. And I think maybe that one right there is just a little bit much, you guys, to be honest with you. And so if Jay is seeing this, I feel like maybe maybe take a little step back just a bit with that one. Instead of like pulling the baby out just to show us, I feel like if you just cut the egg open, kind of like how Brian does, he just cuts open the egg and he just gives us a little peek at what the pattern looks like with the snake inside the egg. I feel like that would probably be a lot better to do, to be honest with you. So, but hey, I mean, it's your career, man. So, but I'm just letting you know, these are just suggestions here.
Oh yeah! Look at that. There's the whole thing again. It's definitely a platinum. It's a plutonium. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. No! Tell me, is that cool or what?
Well, hey, you're my best friend.
This is pretty cool, right? Are you ready yet?
Close my eyes.
Don't move! Don't move! Okay, so we're on a mission today. We got...
Okay, so this next one, I guess it's not really surprising that he just showed right there. Kind of like convincing people coming to his zoo, you know, and confronting like some of their biggest fears. And one of them, I guess, one of the most common feared animals, you guys, is spiders as well. As a matter of fact, personally, my family, including my mom, by the way, she's not really a spider person at all, and I'm not a spider person either. But right now, I guess what Jay was kind of doing there, he was kind of actually taking it step by step here on this one, you know. And sometimes it's okay to have a little fun, you know, like especially when, you know, you're confronting your biggest fears, you know. You always gotta throw a little positivity in there, you know, whether it's having a little bit of fun, you know, or kind of tell them a good joke, right? So I don't see what the problem is right here.
Big old king snake. King snake, and who knows what's next? Look at that.
Was that a striped king he had right there?
Big old king snake.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, I need to know some of your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Down in California, have you guys ever seen a striped California king snake in the wild on its own? Because, I mean, I feel like I've never seen that before. But, I mean, I know there's banded California king snakes, black and white banded California king snakes, but a striped one, though, that one gets me, you know, a bit skeptical, but maybe I'm just exaggerating a bit about it much, so I don't know, you guys, but
king snake, and who knows what's next? Look at that. So here's why you gotta walk around a little carefully. Now the question is that the only one? That actually startled me. That was no joke. Okay, I know one thing. You have a head cold and you're out snake hunting in your Crown Mountains? Oh man. But you know what? Let's go look for some snakes. See what we can see. Come on, let's look, guys. Oh, man. We got cockroaches. Man, there's some serious cockroaches in there. I think I'll walk around that more. Here we go, guys.
oh,
Look at that. Big old king snake. It hasn't even moved.
okay, so yeah, you guys are seeing this right here on camera, right? Like the first snake that they find at one of their flat cardboards there is a striped California king snake, which, again, I feel like that's a little bit weird, you know? Find one in the wild in California, but if there are actual striped California king snakes out in the wild, I guess there are some after all, but anywho though, let's go on to see what else we got that could be interesting.
Come on, Spot. Come on, Spot. So these two sometimes will nod their heads at each other, but they don't fight because he always gets wimpy. He'll actually shake his head around and scare him off, but they when they hang their head out together and nod at each other, they might start swaying back and forth. Craig, we're filming, and sometimes they will shake their head back and forth to each other, but they've never showed any kind of problems. See, so he's bobbing his head a little bit, but you notice he's running. Look at that. So this is how this.
Okay, so this video says that he has two iguanas communicating to each other, but the thing is that even though these guys are completely two different species of iguanas, it sounds like he says they're both males, so that kind of, you know, raises my eyebrows a bit. So because normally when you have two male iguanas, you know, kind of right near each other, they can actually get a little hasty with each other, you guys, like, because obviously they are known to be territorial. And the fact that this rhino iguana is coming up and seeing this green iguana, it's kind of thinking like, hey, what are you doing over here, you know? Like asking him, you know, like questioning. So kind of like a police officer, you know, asking some person acting suspiciously, you know, like acting weird.
Oh, look at that, he's eating his veggies and everything. This is pretty fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this natural, real life interaction. Let's see, you want a banana? You want a banana? Are you more concerned about him? I'm not going to let you touch him, unfortunately. Because you're the bully. Here.
Okay, so he just explained in just seconds ago in this clip here that he said that this would be something natural in the wild that would happen. And technically, yeah, that is true. That is true. If you have two male iguanas in the wild and they're both males, you know, this is what's gonna happen, you know, like one's gonna be bobbing its head at him, you know, like talking to him, saying, hey, how's it going, you know, and trying to be civil about it, you know. And again, you know, like I said, green iguanas, especially male iguanas in particular, they can be acting a bit dominant quite a bit, so. And in this one, he does mention to his rhino iguana, his male rhino iguana, telling him he's not gonna let him touch him, you know, because he said he's technically the bully. So, and I feel like he seems to get that under control. But if he does if things do get out of hand, you know, like if the iguana goes right up to him, I think he then needs to stop right there and probably separate the animals and just put one of them back in their natural enclosure. So.
Here, you want a banana? Nope, no banana for you. How about you? Oh, you're gonna go help yourself to everything. Oh, here you go. Come on. Whoop. Come on. Come on. Come on. Turn around. So there you go. Two guys. This guy.
You guys see that? The rhino iguana bobbed his head at him. He's trying to talk to him, letting him know that he's there. And he's saying, hey, I'm right in front of you, man. And now that green iguana, he just bobbed his head too. He's talking back at him, so.
This isn't the situation, because these two would probably not live on the same island, although there are green iguanas that come from a lot of the Caribbean islands. They look a little bit different. He is not a Caribbean island. He's a Colombian island. He's from Colombia, basically. And the Central American ones look similar too. Don't get by his tail, just in case. I don't want any possibility of there being an issue. But anyway, they nod their heads.
I would probably start thinking about separating them then. This is where I would start thinking.
He's like, I don't care about anything except why is that big? You gonna still eat? Huh? Are you done eating? Because we're looking at each other. Huh? So that's typically aggression. That's an aggression like I'm the boss, I'm taking over. Like I said, there's no way I'm gonna let them.
If it's aggression, then yeah, that's probably best to separate them before they start hurting each other then.
So you see, he's willing to box this guy a little bit. He's not even giving him the time of day.
Alright, and that's where I think it should draw the line right there, you guys. Because obviously when something like that happens, both of your animals can get seriously hurt and it's not good, you know, so. But I'm not going to watch the rest of that video because, you know, I just don't want to waste too much time on this clip here, so. But with that being said, though, I don't think he's like I said, he's not a bad person, you guys. I just think maybe there are times when he might step over the boundary line just a little bit, so. But then again, though, he does care for his animals, though, that's for certain here, you guys. He does not want them to hurt each other, and he does provide them the right nutrition for them as well, so. But, I guess he's not really that bad as some people make him out to be, everybody, so. But with that being said, but feel free to share your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. Check this out, everybody. My girl Lucy, she's actually deep in blue right now, and I just noticed it this morning. So it was kind of funny, you know, just the other day, when I got home from work, I did not see her at all yesterday, which was kind of a bit weird, you know, because normally when I do see her out and about, you know, when I come into my room, you know, from work, she's kind of excited to see me, you know. She starts crawling, like, right at the front of the entrance of our enclosure here, and she never really did that, so then I was wondering, well, what's going on? So, but now that I see her that she's in blue, that really sums it all up, so. But that is so cool, everybody, that she's going in shed here, and probably within the next maybe 3 or 4 more days, she's gonna completely shed her skin, you guys, and she's gonna look brand new with that pattern on her. But boy, oh boy, that is just awesome to see her. You know, you don't get to see a snake, you know, in deep blue too often, once in a while. But if you're not a reptile guy like me, you don't get to see that. But that's so awesome. Just also want to remind to let everybody know that I'm super excited to officially announce that I just dropped some brand new merch this past weekend. And if you guys want to go ahead and get yourself some merch, you guys, the link's gonna be right down in the description, y'all. Just go ahead and do me a favor, you guys, and get yourself some brand new merch, everybody. It's just absolutely wicked to get. So with that being said, y'all, I'm just gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap this vlog up here. But I'm gonna do one more thing though before I end this vlog here, y'all. Let's go ahead and check on my girl Ariel, because all day she's been crawling all over her enclosure, and normally she does not do this type of behavior. Very, very strange of her. And since it's literally the middle of January, this is not typical behavior for her. So I don't know what's up with her, you guys. I don't know if it's maybe a breeding thing that she's trying to do or what. But with that being said though, it's kind of a weird thing, so whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, everybody. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel here, and also turn on that notification bell, everybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.